Let's talk about the last 32 seconds of Eddie Brock's life. Noel, the god of the symbiotes, the lord of the abyss, has just arrived on Earth and has promptly taken it over. To add insult to injury, he told Eddie he was going to kill his son, took him to the highest point in New York City, ripped his symbiote clean off of him, and then let him fall. As Eddie is screaming and falling, we see Venom begging his creator not to do this. Tells Noel, "Don't take me from Eddie, he needs me." But Noel, adding Venom back to the symbiote hive, tells him not to cry, not to mourn, that he's home now. Eddie is free falling. He calls out to Venom, saying, "Please, please, I can't feel you. Don't let me die alone." As they say, there are no atheists in foxholes, and on his way down, we see Eddie falling back to his Catholic roots. As he falls and prays, he says, "Listen, I know we haven't talked in a while, and I'm not going to ask you for your help. I know I don't deserve it, especially not from you. But please, I'm begging you, make sure my son is okay. You and me, we've always had our differences, but Dylan, he doesn't deserve to inherit my darkness." As he falls, all he can see everywhere is that darkness literally consuming everything. Meanwhile, we see Eddie's son using a radio that he had found in this bunker to call into the Avengers line and ask about his dad. While at first, Tony is trying to figure out how the hell Dylan was able to get onto this secure line, is as nicely as possible trying to tell the kid that he needs to stay off of this line, that right now that things are just too crazy. He tells him just stay in the bunker and everything will be okay. Dylan has more than one means of communication. He has the ability to tap into the symbiote hive mind and decides that he's going to use it to check on his dad. But as soon as he tries, Venom immediately recognizes him and tells him to get out, to sever his connection. If he doesn't, Noel will find him. But Dylan doesn't understand why they would do that to him, why they would sever his connection, what they didn't want him to know. What exactly did they not want him to see? But as he turns towards the TV, he gets his answer. Even seconds away from death, Eddie Brock is trying his damnedest to help people. He sees a helicopter flying too close, knowing that they're not going to make it. He tries to push off the building, tries to scream at them and give them a warning. A man who had spent most of the early parts of his life in the darkness, who had turned things around, who had sworn to protect the innocent. Maybe that's the real story of Eddie Brock, the man of a million second chances. The comeback king, but as the helicopter he was trying to help gets destroyed in front of him, Eddie gets caught in the blast and begins the final seconds of his fall. At the end of the day, Eddie Brock is a no one, a man who had a million second chances, but eventually those chances run dry. When exactly they do, no one knows. Could be today, could be 100 years from now, but one thing is for sure, Eddie Brock was just a dead man, wearing his own coffin.